Hi there, welcome to Sherry Stamp Treasures. Today I'm going to show you how to create a mask so that you can make a moon, or any shape actually, on your card. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. So I'm starting with a piece of 3 3/4 by 5 inches of vanilla cardstock. And I've got a piece of, this is just scrap paper that I've cut down to about the same size. I think it's slightly larger. And I've used my 1 3/4 inch circle punch and just punched out a hole. And I'm just going to position this on here so that it's about where I want my moon to be. And I am using crushed curry cardstock, or ink. And I've got a sponge here that I use for yellow. You could put temporary adhesive on the back of this if you want to make sure that it holds in place. For a large piece like this, I generally don't do that, but if you're more comfortable doing that, that's fine. So then I'm just dipping the sponge in the ink and sponging through that hole. And you'll see that in some places it will be darker, some places it will be lighter, and that's fine. That just gives it a little bit more of a realistic look. Okay, and then when it's dark, when you're happy with it, when it's dark enough, or the way you want it to look, then you can just remove your mask, and you've got this really pretty moon or sun, if you wanted it to be a sun. And okay, and then what I did was I used an image, this image here with the birds from the Serene Silhouettes Stampin' Up! Stamp set. And I'm going to use black Stays-On ink. I better close this yellow lid before I make a mess. And I'm going to ink that image up. And make sure I've got it going the right way. And then I'm just going to position it on my card base. Let's make the card base straight. And stamp down. It's hard when you don't have the stickers on the back to see what it looks like. There we go. Okay, just make sure that's nice and firm. Okay, so now I've got my silhouette image there. And then I've taken a piece of 1 3 vanilla cardstock. It's 1 3/4 by 4 inches. And I just realized that's probably going to be too long. I've run it through the Big Shot using the Brocade embossing folder. I'm going to add some adhesive to the back. And stick it down the side. I'll have to do a little bit of trimming here. So you want it to be 1 3/4 by 3 3/4 of an inch. Grab some scissors. Okay. So then I'll just trim off that excess. Easy fix. And then I've got a piece of gold baker's twine that I'm going to wrap around kind of the seam and then just tie a bow. I always hate tying a bow when I'm filming videos because it never seems to work as well. But I will do my best here. Okay. All right, so I'll play around with those ends and make them till I'm play around with them, shorten them afterwards. Okay, so I've got my bow there, and now what I've pre-done is my card base is a piece of Elegant Eggplant cardstock, 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4, and then I've got crushed curry cardstock down here. This measures 3 7/8 by 5 1/8, and I'm going to attach this to that yellow piece. So that I have about a 1/16 of an inch all the way around. When you need just a pop of color, that's a great mat. It's just that 1/16 of an inch. All right, so there we go. It's done. So we can trim up those ends and until we're happy with the length of them, and that's it. It's very quick and easy, and quite effective. It just adds a little bit to the card. So if you're looking for more inspiration, feel free to visit my blog at www.stamptreasures.com. Thanks for watching.